Hey there, comedy lovers! Today I'm diving into the life and career of a man who's as multifaceted as a Swiss Army knife, Joe Rogan. You probably know him as the host of the wildly popular podcast, The Joe Rogan Experience. But there's so much more to this guy than meets the ear. Joe Rogan was born on August 11th, 1967 in Newark, New Jersey. Yep, that's right, Joe's a Jersey boy. His parents divorced when he was just 5 and he moved to San Francisco with his mum. Fun fact, Joe's father was a former Newark police officer, but you didn't see that coming. Now, before Joe became a podcast king, he was a wild and crazy stand-up comedian. He started his comedy career in Boston in 1988 and quickly rose through the ranks. But did you know Joe's also an accomplished martial artist? He's a black belt in Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and Taekwondo. Talk about kicking butt on stage and off. Joe's big break in television came when he was cast in the sitcom News Radio in the mid-90s. After that, he hosted the fearsome Fear Factor, where he dared contestants to do the unimaginable. But here's something you might not know. Joe initially turned down the hosting gig. He only agreed after the producers convinced him to make fun of the contestants. Classic Joe. When he's not busy interviewing guests on his podcast or training in martial arts, Joe loves spending time with his family. Joe's married to Jessica Ditzel, and they have 2 daughters together. He's also a stepdad to Jessica's daughter from a previous relationship. Family time often includes outdoor adventures, and Joe's a huge advocate for hunting and nature conservation. Speaking of his podcast, did you know Joe started the Joe Rogan Experience back in 2009 with just a tiny webcam and a few jokes? Fast forward to today, and it's one of the most influential podcasts globally with millions of downloads per episode. Plus, he inked a massive deal with Spotify worth $100 million in 2020. Cha-ching! And here's a quirky tidbit to wrap things up. Joe's a huge fan of sensory deprivation tanks. He swears by floating in them to boost creativity and relaxation. It's like a mini vacation for his mind. So, there you have it. Joe Rogan, comedian, martial artist, podcast king, and family man. He's a man of many talents and endless surprises. If you enjoyed this dive into Joe's life, hit that like button. And don't forget to subscribe for more fun facts and laughter. See you next time.